Hello ladies and gentlemen, subscribe Astro Sundar and press the bell icon. Today we are going to see Kumbha Lagna, Aquarius Ascendant, all planet indifferent house. First house, Sun. First house, Sun is lord of 7th house when posited in Lagna and aspect zone sign of the 7th house indicates late marriage, long life, wealthy, reputed and respected, connections with the process of law, public enemies, unions, partnership, love of women and benefit through them, enmity with people, no permanent residence, and will remain in journeys and diseased. If afflicted, reverse results than good. Moon. First house, very careful for his respect. Financial position will be average, many enemies, may get short life, diseased and little education. If weak and afflicted, then sickness through irregularity, servants prove troublesome or unprofitable. Mars. First house, preferment and dignities, honors through merit, success through efforts, high ambitions, gain through mother and gov journeys and removal, concern with affairs of brothers and neighbors, writings, learning and accomplishments. If afflicted, reverse results. Mercury. First house, contented, learned and intelligent native, skilled and fond of arts, weak health and of short age, pleasure through children and speculation, many love affairs, loss of wealth in youth, limited ambitions, accumulation of money, gain through the matters of dead. If weak, afflicted and combust, reverse results are expected. Jupiter. First house, gain through real friends and supporters, can overcome obstacles and enemies, fortunate and successful in hopes, money comes readily, the native will be respected, reputed and blessed with long life. Last part of life will be happy, trouble through disease. If afflicted and weak, then reverse results. Venus. First house, Venus is a yoga Karka planet for this ascendant, and when posited in Lagna, confers fortunate inheritance, gain through land, property, and parents, interest in domestic science, long journeys, learning, wisdom and prudence, fortunate with strangers, foreigners, voyages and wife's relations, interest in science, law or political economy. If afflicted, reverse result will be realized. Saturn. First house, blesses the native with dignity and victory over enemies, a long fortunate life, good health, harmony, victory over difficulties, secret sorrows, vile deals, gain through occult power and studies, danger of imprisonment or disablement requiring hospitalization. The native will be gloomy, sad, licentious and adulterous. Early life will be happy, loss through enemies, devoid from comforts of brothers in middle life. Average length of life. Rahu. First house, bestows honor and wealth, favor through religious, educational and scientific affairs. It adds power to the personality, but the native is inclined to malicious sex acts, amorous and fond of company of women. Key to first house, gives short life, tribulations, loss, and scandals. Eyes and face and be afflicted, of not commendable character, and of vile habits, avaricious, industrious, voluptuous and worried. No domestic happiness. Second house, Sun. Second house, gain by marriage, wealthy but with afflicted eyes, loss and trouble through enemies and opponents. Last part of life will be happy. If afflicted, then loss of money through unions, partnership, contracts, lawsuits and women. Death of partner and public enemies. Moon. Second house, money through service, employees and small animals. Clever and intelligent. Author of books, acquisition of property. If weak and afflicted, then financial losses through sickness and servants. Mars. Second house, money through educational affairs, short journeys, writings, and music. Gain through industry, trade, profession of gov office. If afflicted, reverse result, sad troubles with relations over money matters. Mercury. Second house, gain through investment, pleasure, children and others' money. Fortunate in realizing debts and gain through the dead. If afflicted, loss and trouble through other matters. Jupiter. Second house, money and business through friends, legislative interest or through own hard work and planning. When afflicted, heavy losses and much work but little gain. Venus. Second house, fond of music and dance, sweet and soft spoken, licentious, gain through women in middle part of life, gain through dealings of land and property, foreign merchants, science, learning, publication, travel or banking. If afflicted, reverse results. Saturn second house. Gain of money through hard work and industrious efforts. Also gain through secrecy and occult. Blue eyes and sexy by nature. Average education and wealth. Destroyer of ancestral property. Rahu second house. Bestows fortunate heredity, gain by legacy and gifts, science, and learnings and increase in possessions, respect and comfort in old age. The native becomes untruthful, insincere and talkative. Opposes others. May expect assault from enemies. Early life will be unhappy. Key to second house. Unfortunate in finances, indebtedness, loss, and damage to estates, sorrow, fears, and worry concerning money matters. May cause some defects in eyes, mouth diseases. Third house. Sun third house. Bold and energetic native. Difficulty through writings or contracts. Legal or religious disputes. Trouble on short journeys. Strained relations with brothers. Licentious and under the influence of opposite sex. Limited brothers and a native may become cause of worry for them, especially for the elder brothers. Moon third house. The health of brothers will be afflicted. A native has to make many journeys on this account. Interest in studies and in industrial economy. More sisters than brothers, unless moon is not aspected by Jupiter third house. The native will remain happy, unless moon is not weak and afflicted. Mars third house. Gain through learnings, short journeys, writings, and brothers. Gain in honor and advancement through partners, relatives. Respected among relations and neighbors. Honors through short journeys, writings, and accomplishments, business trips, government commission etc. Many brothers in the native will be under the influence of opposite sex. Mercury third house. Pleasure through children and relations. Liking for travels, sports, drama, and adventure. Psychic and mysterious experiences. Early age will be comfortable. Pain in the ears. Unhappy in old age. Investigation about death and the continuity of life. Strained relations with brothers, but gain form a few. Will leave the house at the age 10 or 12 years. May become victim of bronchitis or impotency. If afflicted or combust, reverse than good. Jupiter third house. Friends and gain through writings and journeys and friendship through relations and neighbors. Also gain through education, brothers, writings, neighbors and short journeys. The native will be learned and intelligent. Wealthy and comfortable life, respected and famous, and will have successful hopes. If afflicted, losses and reverse results. Venus third house. Comforts from relations, good health and wealthy. Many brothers and sisters and fond of music and dance. Learnings, accomplishment, progress through travel, investigations, explorations, travel, or writings. If afflicted, reverse results will be experienced by the native. Saturn third house. Mental development, short journeys, happy relations with brothers and relatives. Opportunities delayed. Obstinate, ups and downs in life, religious instinct. As Saturn is lord of 12th house posited in 3rd house, it will give some disappointments and sorrows. Occult learnings. Rahu 3rd house. Spiritual uplift and advancement in quality to the mentality and educational matters. Gain through brothers, neighbors, journeys, writings and publishing. One has fixity of purpose, proud, courageous, intelligent, optimistic, and valorous. Profitable business, attains good fortune and long-lived. Key to 3rd house. Mental anxiety, obstinate, less comforts from brothers and unprofitable journeys. The native will be intelligent, courageous and destroyer of enemies. Good for finances, loss of brothers is indicated. Long life but injury and wound to arm is indicated. 4th house. Sun 4th house. Gain by marriage, a good partner, happy end of married life. Gain through maternal relations. Learned, famous and man of power and authority. Grief of children in middle age. Many opponents and enemies. Gain through others' property and conveyance. Moon 4th house. Devoid from benefits through parents. Sickness of parents through changes and worries. Troublesome home or domestic affairs and troubles through servants. Mars 4th house. traveling and writing in connection with home affairs and property, gain and honor through parents, land, and property, success and comforts in old age, interest in reclamation, colonization, cooperative movements, horticulture, mining, architecture and archaeology. If afflicted, reverse results. Mercury 4th house. Intelligent, learned and famous. Blessed with wealth and property. Gain through parents and latter part of life and from children. Love at home. Gain through the property of the dead. Death at home. In case Mercury is conjuncted with Venus, then the death will take place abroad. If combust, weak or afflicted, then death of parents. Danger through fall of buildings, flood, and storms. Trouble over inheritance, land, and property. Jupiter 4th house. Famous, respected, and intelligent. A man of power, authority, and rank. Knowledge of law. Comforts and gain from fortunate children. All comforts of life. Gain through land, mines or household goods, also through parents. Fortunate in property. Love for father and inheritance through friends, of kingly status in life. Venus 4th house. A Yoga Karaka planet for Aquarius Lagna posited in own house. Gain in property, land, and conveyance. Intelligent, learned and blessed with land and orchards. Fond of opposite sex. Gain and pleasure through women. Gain in property, and through old people and antiquities. Assistance of father and benefit at birthplace. Scientific inheritance, gain, and profit through partners' relations. Journeys home to die. If afflicted, then adverse results. Saturn 4th house. Troubles through father or mother-in-law. Secret sufferings and sorrows. Restrictions and limitations at end of life. Gain through mines, land, inheritance, occult investigations. May cause, if afflicted, early death of parents. Worried, no gain of property. Loss through opponents and enemies. Disrepute on account of women. Worried due to debts of father. Rahu 4th house. Unexpected gain and also through property. Fortunate in discovery or in findings. Blessed with life. Trustworthy. No happiness from brothers and sisters. Hard-hearted, deceptive and worried stomach disease. Gain from gut. Key to 4th house. Loss through land and buildings. Family troubles, maybe devoid from parental property. Many secret enemies. Loss, difficulties, and troubles through them. Many unproductive journeys. If Ketu is exalted and well aspected, all 4th house matters will be benefited. 5th house. Sun 5th house. Learned, famous and a native of authority. Pleasure through wife. The relations with children will be strained, and grief through them during middle age. Loss by speculation or gambling. Moon 5th house. Diseased children, sickness, and ill health due to overindulgence of pleasure and sports. Financial condition will not be good. Devoid from worldly comforts. Death or grief of children. Less comforts from parents. Mars 5th house. Pleasure through children, journey, brothers, reading, study and travel to pleasure resorts. The children will remain sick, but rise to honor. Gain through speculations, young people, sports, or stage. If afflicted, death of young son and reverse results. Mercury 5th house. Intelligent, learned and respected native. Blessed with wealth and property and gain of others' property. Much pleasure, love affairs and adventurous speculations and investments. Prosperous children and gain through them. Danger through excessive pleasures and there may be death and grief if children. If Mercury is afflicted and combust, reverse results will be experienced. Jupiter 5th house. Respected and intelligent. An important person in family. The mother will be from good family. A man of power. Comforts and pleasure from children. Blessed with comforts of life. Gain by speculation, investments, pleasure, entertainments, young people and children. If afflicted, reverse results. Venus 5th house. Gain and pleasure through parents, children, and acquaintances. Respected and learned. Fond of poetry, or maybe a poet. Fond of opposite sex and occult science. Birth of more daughters than sons. Pleasure and gain through women. Child by strange consort. Journeys on account of children. Free living, native of unconventional ideas in regard to unions. Takes pleasure in science, voyages, philosophy, air flights, sports, foreign investments and speculation. If afflicted, reverse results. Saturn 5th house. Delight in pleasures, amusements, speculations, and children and success through them. Secret sorrows and difficulty through love. No comforts from Sun. Remain worried on this account. Strained with father, brothers, and sisters. Unsatisfied with wife, uneducated and abortions. Rahu 5th house. The native will get relief for many troubles and calamities. Pleasure, sports and other recreations. Gain through public employment or office. Timid but hard-hearted. Stomach, abdomen, or belly diseases. To female, troubles of uterus. Sons late in life. Disturbed peace of mind. Key to 5th house. Denial or shortage of children. Little happiness through them as they will be disobedient. Excessive or irregular pleasure will bring much harm. Evil nature. Stomach disease. Influence of evil spirits. Good education. Intelligent but worried. 6th house. Sun 6th house. Marriage below status. Sickly and ill-disposed wife. Troubles through employees. Many enemies and opponents. Of rash temperament. Father will be diseased. In middle of life, one will face troubles and worries from enemies. Moon 6th house. Many opponents and enemies. Illness. Troublesome for maternal relations. Diseased and troubled mother. If moon is strong and well aspected, the native will have usually good health. Success in service and employment, medicine or social service. Mars 6th house. Wound or scar mark on body. Disrespect in middle age. Sickness or injury through journeys. Difficulty through brothers. Modest worldly position. Gain and honor through service and employment. The practice of healing. Army or navy affairs. Mercury 6th house. Money through careful speculations. Weak health and constitution. A man of magisterial authority. Pleasure in hygienic method and hobbies. Loss of money, and through those in whose keeping it may be. Jupiter 6th house. Respected and native of authority, but disliked by his superior friends among working people and those in army, navy, or air service. Interest in social welfare. Concerned with sickness among friends. Faithful servants and gain through them. If afflicted, reverse results. Venus 6th house. Danger from water, but escape from drowning. Loss of possession through sickness. May build his own house. Difficulty through work in foreign lands, or in export business. Diseased body. Diabetes is indicated. Grief through wife. May become under debt. Saturn 6th house. Gain through food, clothing and employees. Limitation on account of sickness. Worried and under debt. Rheumatic pains. Loss through enemies. May be imprisoned. Ill health and danger from bite of reptiles. Rahu 6th house. Valorous and long-lived, but is oppressed by enemies and evil planetary influences. He however overcomes his enemies and evil planetary influences. Suffers from teeth ulcer, wound and also from anal diseases. Early period of life unhappy. Faithful and honest. Gain through service. Fortunate by means of father's kindred. Key to 6th house. The native suffers, because of various physical afflictions. Loss through servants. Many enemies, but one will overpower them. Danger through reptiles or animals. Eye and teeth troubles. Famous strong. Fixity of purpose. Overall good health. Early life will be unhappy. Liked by relatives, but uncordial relations with his maternal uncles. 7th house. Sun 7th house. Success in lawsuits. Marriage in good family. A prepossessing partner, but likely one who grows cold, or proves untrue or hostile. The native will be respected and learned. Careful for respect. Respect in middle age. Gain in trade. But not if the sun is debilitated. If aspected by malefic, reverse results will be indicated. Moon 7th house. Gain from land. Average life and quarrels or lawsuits with servants. Trouble with employees. Difficulties with disreputable women and sickness. Unprofitable journeys. Loss through trade and business. Mars 7th house. Rash temperament. Diseased and worried. Many women. Loss in trade and business. Marriage as a result of journeys, writings or to one of relations. Gain through lawsuits, and dealing with the public generally. Honors and reputation assisted by honorable marriage and partnership in responsible concern. If afflicted, reverse results. Mercury 7th house. Love with wife. Fond of travels. Knowledge of laws. Gain through business. Discord with children. Loss by theft. Dangerous sickness. Subject to other check, more than one marriage is indicated. If afflicted, reverse results and troubles and loss through love affairs. Jupiter 7th house. Marriage in a respected family, intelligent and wife of sanguine temperament. Wealthy and respect, comforts from conveyance. Gain by marriage, contracts, business and dealings with others, especially with women. Success in lawsuits. Desirable friendships and social connections. If afflicted, reverse results. Venus 7th house. Gain through marriage, land, and women generally. Marriage to a stranger, whose relation may oppose, or thoughtful native. Changeable professions. Average financial conditions. Relations with women. Danger to respect. Grief through wife. Public enemies through religious scientific people. If afflicted, reverse results. Saturn 7th house. Partnership and close association with others. Fond of opposite sex. Troubles through deceit and treachery concerning unions, partnerships, contracts, and lawsuits. Sickness, discord, and opposition of partners. Generally trouble through women. Abortion, short life, will be of rash temperament, and of opposite views to others. Under debt and loss in business, particularly in export. Rahu 7th house. The native is self-willed, proud and independent. Reduces the number of enemies, increases profit through dealings with others, and pretends delight and gain through women, whose influence may benefit the native. It is a testimony for wise and wealthy partner. The native is clever, fickle-minded and inclined to have liaison, but in male nativity, may lose money through contracts, or liaisons with women. Conduct not commendable. No peace of mind. If afflicted, reverse results. Key to 7th house. Troubles through enemies and opponents. Troubled married life. Destruction of enemies. Aimless traveling. Sickly wife. May cause separation from wife. Illicit connections with women. Avaricious. Adulterous. Worried and heavy expenditure. Loss of vitality and fear from thieves. 8th house. Sun 8th house. Money or property by marriage. Death of partner. Difficulty over inheritance. Cruel rash temperament, but obliging the people. Will face many troubles, may be devoid from comforts of parents in old age and disobedient. Diseases of bloods are indicated. If Sun in afflicted, loss of money through marriage and partnership. Moon 8th house. Mental trouble, short life, financial reward for faithful service. Dangerous illness. Death of servants, troubled and worried life, may be under debt due to extravagance. Average financial position. Mars 8th house. Rash temperament, unsuccessful hopes, proud, unhappy and ill health, losses and troubles through enemies. Death of brothers, journeys on account of troubles, false accusation. Gain and honor in handling the estate or money of others, also through lawsuits, inheritance, legacies, insurance etc. of deceased persons. Mercury 8th house. Many enemies, diseased and troubled, grief from children. Incomplete education. A natural death. Gain by the dead. A comfortably fixed partner. Spiritual experiences. Loss through speculations. Jupiter 8th house. Early part of life will be comfortable. Under debt. Troubled and worried. Gain by legacy and goods of dead, or through money of partner. Death of friends. An easy demise. Gifts, or legacies from friends. Grief due to death of wife. Birth of son after middle age from second wife. Venus. Psychic experiences. Gain by long journeys concerning legacies and goods of dead. Persecution regarding religious, scientific, or educational convictions, also through publications. If afflicted, loss of inherited property, death of father, troubles through wife, danger to mother during confinement. Saturn 8th house. Blessed with long life, experiences, mediumistic. Death through irregularity. Concern own affairs of dead, and with finances of others, and money of partner. Unsatisfactory end, many misfortunes, secret enemies die, troubles over inheritance, early death of parents, worried, turmoils, litigations and poor. Last part of life will be financially happy. Rahu 8th house. Promotes health and conducive to longevity. Testimony for gifts and legacies and gain from the deceased. An evil position for mental aptitude and physical health. The native is dilatory in work, resorts to unhappy acts, and inclined to much sexual activity. Diseases of wind, stomach, enlargement of glands are indicated. He has a few sons. He will earn name and respect, but his reputation gets blemished. Financial conditions are mixed. He will earn name and respect, but his reputation gets blemished. Financial conditions are mixed. He is oppressed by enemies. Key to 8th house. Loss of goods through fraud. Sudden or violent death affecting the longevity. Wounds and separation from dear ones. Stomach troubles and opposition of enemies. The native has desires for others' property and wives. If aspected by benefic, the native gets wealth and is long-lived. Gain of money after obstruction. 9th house. Sun 9th house. Marriage to a stranger from afar. Gain by partner's relatives. Generous and respected. Gain through trade and business. Partner's journeys to foreign lands. Pilgrimages and long journeys. Grief from parents in early age. Blessed with landed property. If sun is weak or afflicted, benefic results will be reversed. Moon 9th house. Work in connections with foreigners' affairs. Builder of inns and property. Generous and may give his wealth in charity. Death of relations of father. Loss of wealth, if moon is weak or afflicted. Mars 9th house. Cruel and rash temperament. Long journeys, gain through philosophy, publishing and science. Brothers may travel to foreign countries and marry there. Honorable voyages, professional journeys, honor through learning, writing, publishing or research. Religious or intellectual parents if afflicted. Enmity with relations. Waste of ancestral property. Point grief from parents. Extravagant. Connection with criminals and decocts. Mercury 9th house. Learned, dutiful children who travel and give pleasure and learning to the native. Offsprings become preachers, scientists or explorers. Pleasure in foreign lands. The partner will have troubles on money matters with wife's relatives. Death in distant land, by drowning or on voyages. Will impart education or other. Builder of charitable institutions and helpful to others. When Mercury is afflicted or weak, reverse results will be realized. Jupiter 9th house. Intelligent and knowledge of law. Comforts from children in old age specially. Gain by books, export business, long journeys, religion, science and wife's relations. Friendship through travel and learning, educations, ministers, writers, and inventors and gain through them. If afflicted, waste of ancestral property and reverse results. Venus 9th house. Religious and charitable. Gainful to people. Happy married life. Learned and intelligent. Fond of religion. Traveling for education, scientific or religious purposes. Prophetic dreams. Many fine qualities. Gain through culture and development. Comforts through conveyance. And blessed with property. If weak and afflicted, results will be reversed. Saturn 9th house. Long journeys, religious or psychic experiences. Liking for law, religion, science, invention and all matters connected with higher mind. Prophetic dreams or visions, gained through partner's relative. Secret missions, secluded research, sacrifice for science or religion. If afflicted or weak, then turns a cheat, miser, greedy, gain of money through illegal means. Shipwreck. Difficulties with relations, religion, and men of science. Troubles with foreigners and religious, legal, or educational affairs. Fruitless and dangerous voyages and experiences in foreign land. Rahu 9th house. Improves mental qualities, and gives success in education, legal or religious studies. Favorable for voyages and foreign affairs. True dreams and prophetic intuition. Intelligent, opposed to father, and less happiness from him. He has fixity of purpose, love for brothers, but is not fortunate in respect of sons. For worldly prospects like name, fame, wealth and splendor, this is an excellent position. Key to 9th house. Unfortunate voyages, curious dreams, trouble and danger of imprisonment in foreign land. Worried and religious, hypocrite, intelligent, proud, courageous and wealthy. pilgrimage, unhappiness from brothers. He will suffer in respect of father if well aspected, the evil effects will be mitigated. 10th house. Sun 10th house. An honorable partner beneficial to the professional career. Respected and famous. Blessed with property. Troubles through enemies. Devoid from the service of parents at deathbed. If afflicted public disgrace or scandal through a union or enemy. Moon 10th house. Honors through service, and leaning or through municipal or national activities. Respected and wealthy. Hard-earned ancestral property will be destroyed, but he will regain after much hard work. If afflicted and weak, then sickness through dishonor, sorrows, or worried on account of mother or father-in-law. Mars 10th house. Gain and honors through profession, honorary office of government employment. Success aided by mother's care, training and efforts. Professional and honorable journeys and gain through them. Honors or renown through writings or other accomplishments. Bold and determined, fond of travels, gain through commodities of iron. If afflicted, reverse results. Mercury 10th house. Learned, intelligent, mathematician, religious and scholar of astrology. Wealthy and comfortable. Religious preceptor and preacher. Honorable children. Renown in speculations, business enterprises. Pleasure and honor through father-in-law or mother-in-law. Rise through inheritance. If weak, afflicted or combust, then death of mother and employer. Danger of violent death. Brothers will cause mental anguish. Jupiter 10th house. Gain by occupation, profession, business, govt or in-laws. Friendship and gain from those in good position. Intelligent, learned but averagely respected. Comforts and respect in latter part of life. If afflicted, the results will be reverse. Venus 10th house. Fond of music, dance and theatrical companies. Blessed with property, wealth, position, rank, authority as the age advances. Success in foreign affairs. Benefits and honor through science, literature, or travels. Gain by travels. Gain by trade, public or govt, work or by fruits or earth. If afflicted, reverse results. Saturn 10th house. Rise to high, social, and professional position. Merit, honor and success. Liability to disgrace, discredit from superiors and persons in authority. Long journeys, retirement, or seclusion. Troubles with in-laws. Miser, no gain to anybody from him. Life full of turmoils and difficulties. Rahu 10th house. Native achieves honor, credit and high position through hard work, industry, and ability. Proud and fearless, fond of struggle and strifes. Does not have reliable friends, powerful enemies. Economical. Happiness from parents is impaired. A few sons. Worried mind. In male birth charts, liaison with widows and fond of opposite sex. Key to 10th house. Loss of position due to deception, treachery and adverse public conditions. Such as sudden depressions, changes or failures. Courageous, pushing, popular and brilliant. Philosophical bent of mind. No happiness from father or vice versa. Of questionable character. Many journeys and travels. Obstacles but will overcome them. Accident from conveyance and animals. Economical and accumulates money. The enemies will be crushed. 11th house. Sun 11th house. Careful for his respect. Gain of lost ancestral property. Fall from a high place. Many troubles and turmoils. Friends will become enemies or opponent. Marriage to a widow or widower with children, but trouble through them. Moon 11th house. Interest in legislative activities, political and social welfare. Property, strained relations with elder brothers. If moon is weak or afflicted, reverse results. Mars 11th house. Fortunate through brothers, friends through journeys, wealthy and comfortable. Successful hopes and wishes through progressive studies. Eminent friends among legislators, and from persons in authority and gain through them. Ambitious ideals. Helpful to associates and others. If afflicted, reverse results. Mercury 11th house. Knowledge of many foreign languages. Blessed with property, conveyance, respect, and fame and will be cause of advancement of his family. A comfortable life. Great attachments between the native and his children, friends, successful hopes and wishes. Gain through speculations, legislators, ambassadors and sportsmen. Also through legacies and friends. If afflicted or combust, reverse results. Jupiter 11th house. Lucky and learned, wealthy, native of power and authority. A good astrologer and debater, blessed with long life and God-fearing. Gain through friends, well-defined hopes and wishes. Accidental fortune. If afflicted, reverse results. Venus 11th house. Long-lived, intelligent and will have good handwriting. Fond of pleasures. Blessed with property and orchards. A native of authority to the rank of judge. A very comfortable life. Gain through friends. Many hopes and wishes attained in old age. Gainful voyages. Friends among foreigners, and in foreign lands. Acquaintances among scientists, legislators, and travelers. If afflicted, reverse results. Sufferings on account of religious or other convictions etc. Saturn 11th house. Gain through large circle of friends. Much pleasures in life, hopes, and wishes often attained. Gain by successive employer. If afflicted, then loss through deceitful friends and losses through their advice. Ungainful journeys, limited number of brothers, loss of respect and wealth etc. Rahu 11th house. Wealthy and long-lived meritorious, friendships, acquaintances, assistance from them and realization of hopes and wishes. Intelligent, few sons, lot of travels, famous, and industrious. Courageous, avaricious and will appropriate others' wealth. Gain through theirs advice. Heroic in strifes, and overcomes his enemies. A good health on the whole. In advanced age ear trouble or deafness is indicated. Key to 11th house. Undesirable associations, loss of opportunities and failure of hopes, false friends. Wealthy popular good authority gain and success. Performs good deals and commands respect. Few sons, worries from children. He will become licentious. Diseases of stomach and anus are indicated. If afflicted, reverse results. 12th house. Sun 12th house. Average financial position. Profession in foreign concerns or lands or export business. Loss and troubles through enemies. Secret sorrows. Unhappy marriage provided Venus is also afflicted. Partners or opponent may cause fear of or imprisonment. Danger of death at the hands of enemies if Mercury afflicts. Moon 12th house 6th lord in 12th house indicates worried mind. Good service but subordinates may irk you. Afflicted health. One may remain under debts. If well aspected, effects of Vipreet Yogas will be realized. Mars 12th house. Occult learnings, seclusion, or estrangements from brothers. Danger of enmities and imprisonment while traveling. Great sorrows through brothers. Secret sufferings. Difficulty in employment. Will serve in army etc. or deal with arms. Loss of office, honor, and prestige through business. Associates who become secret enemies. Unfortunate environments and conditions. Difficulty relieved through occult science. Mercury 12th house. Pleasure through investigations and research work. Difficulty over inheritance death of secret enemies. Great sorrows. But gain through the business. Generous and of charitable nature. Many travels. If combust or afflicted with sun, death, or imprisonment through enemies etc. Jupiter 12th house. Gain through secret affairs. Good friends through occultists. Pleasure in peaceful, quiet, harmonious or secluded places. If afflicted, sufferings through deceitful friends. Under debt, loss of money and ancestral property etc. Venus 12th house. Many long journeys, sweet speech, blessed with land and orchards, devoid from ancestral property. Eye troubles in middle of life. Difficulty and sorrow through religion, journeys, and science. In middle or latter part of life will seek seclusion for the development and advancement of occult science, and will undertake long journeys for the same. Afflicted health, suffers at the hands of parents. Saturn 12th house. Gain through occult affairs and secret mission. Success in middle life. Powerless enemies, secret investigations, obstacles, and adversities will be blessings in disguise. Politician, not very wealthy and average status in life. If afflicted, fear of imprisonment, secret unhappiness, enmities, sufferings, and misfortune etc. Rahu 12th house. gain by secret methods or in seclusion, success in occultism, afflicted health, weak eyesight, windy complaints or heart trouble etc. Frustrated initially but success finally. Courageous, unfavorable for position of pleasures of beds as Rahu is of separative nature. Key to 12th house. Loss and trouble through secret enemies, bad health secretive sinful deeds. More expenditure, victorious in disputes, worried. Diseases of feet, navel, anus or eye diseases. He is weak and voluptuous. Liability of improvement and restrictions.